Today, I would like to briefly discuss leadership styles. We have been talking about the qualities of leadership and how leadership is different from management, and what are the qualities that come into play, or the qualities that they are in common between management and leadership. Today we would like to talk about mainly the different types of leadership styles, and which one could be a better leadership style, or the best, or things like that, based on the skills that you have, or the personality traits you have, or the situations that you go through, or the kind of a position that you have, or depending upon the institution or organization that you work for, the type of institution or organization, sometime or the team or the people in that place, also the demand the type of leadership style. So this is totally up to you. After you know and understand the different leadership styles, you will have an understanding of which one leadership style better fits you. All right, so talking about leadership style, let's briefly talk about these the definition that I quoted from an article. The sources here online. A leadership style refers to a leader's methods and behaviors when directing, motivating, and managing others. A person's leadership style also determines how they strategize and implement plans while accounting for the expectation of stakeholders and the well-being of their team. So talking about the leadership is always what kind of leadership. It's more about what kind of style you use. The style has something to do with how you motivate people, how you lead the team, how you organize, how you visualize, how you mobilize the mission. It depends on your leadership style as well. So talking about leadership style, there are different types of leadership style I would like to bring into you. So there are different type of leadership style, and this is also again from those the reading articles that I have posted to Georgia View. There are different 11 different leadership styles have been discussed: democratic leadership style, autocratic leadership style, laissez-faire leadership style, strategic leadership style, transformational leadership style, transactional leadership style, coaching leadership style, bureaucratic leadership style, visionary leadership style, parasitic leadership style, and situational leadership style. So each and every leadership style does have its own definition, and also does have its own strengths and weaknesses as well. But mainly people have been talking more about democratic leadership, where you would have the liberty. You can definitely also would like to incorporate or acknowledge your team's ideas and thoughts and comments and feedback as well, and you try to exercise a sort of a democratic practices within the organization or institutions, or within the place that you work for. So that is more like a democratic the leadership again. So talking about these different leadership style, there are different kind of the strengths and weaknesses as well on its own. So again, talking about this, I mean, you can read those the elements or the top points there. I'm talking about how to choose the right leadership. It's totally up to you. So there are some of the the guidelines or the elements that have been discussed in the readings as well. So if you really want to choose the the right leadership, first you need to know yourself. What are your values, and what are the challenges as well regarding the leadership as well, and also what kind of leaders you respect. Try to identify that, and also you can try different leadership style, and which would which will come out to be the best one, based on your own personal traits, and also the company's needs or the organization needs. Find a business coach or mentor, ask colleagues and leaders for feedback, and then then after you will be able to analyze your the leadership style, and finally you will figure out what kind of a leadership style you definitely need. Okay, and then again, Talking about Lewin's leadership style here, I would like to highlight, Kurt Lewin's, who identify different styles of leadership. But even out of those different leadership, the researchers found that democratic leadership tended to be the most effective and inspiring followers to perform well. And again, I just quoted these ideas from the online source as well. And again, there is some of the differences between the the traditional leadership archetype to now emerging leader archetype. You see the differences here. Previously, the traditional type of a leadership, the style, basically the power holder holds power to provide reassurance, but the emerging leadership archetype is more about, steps back and sets others take the lead. It's all about, he tries to lead the team and give and provide other people the opportunity to grow themselves. And that kind of a democratic practices is exercised basically in the current leadership. So you read that, take a look at it, and then see the differences as well. I just wanted to highlight few elements that you might want to acknowledge. Okay, so talking about the best types of management styles, again, I brought these ideas from the online source. You are supposed to be visionary, supposed to be democratic, supposed to be transformational, try to transform and bring a change, and also coaching. If you want to be a good leader, you don't want to be a fear mongering and intimidating and mean. That's not how you would end up being a good leader. If you really want to be a good leader, you must be visionary, democratic, and transformational as well. Okay, so and the last but not least, here are a few things that I want to highlight as well. When we talk about what are the best, the management styles found in team leaders, one of the articles that I cited these ideas from. And again, talking about who can be the best leader, or what are the best management styles. There are no right or wrong answers, or especially there are no right answer as such. So sometimes you might want to change your leadership style. Sometimes only democratic leadership style might not work, and you might have to go into transformation leadership style or transactional leadership style. So basically, you will find the best leadership style after you identify your leadership style proclivity, which leadership style you are more prone to, and also you, after you learn the strengths of your own style, your own personality traits, and then learning the weaknesses of your own style as well. So this is how you will finally be able to figure it out, what kind of leadership style basically you would be interested in, or you can definitely go with. So these are the few leadership styles I discussed, but more than that, you can learn a lot from the readings. It's just an overview I gave you, so that way it will be a lot easier for you to get inside the text and read it. So if you have any more ideas to talk about, always drop your comments and we can continue the conversation. All right, thank you.